How to deal with a breakup. Hello, you beautiful bunch. Yes, it's me, TopicEx, with another video. Just want to say a big shout out to all my new subscribers. Thank you very much for coming over to me, and some new clients coming in this week. So thanks for reaching out to me. It's greatly appreciated. I hope I've helped you soothe any anxiety you have and gave a focus point for us to focus on. All my links are in the description below, so please have a little nosy down there. Anyway, let's get on with this. The topic for today is how to deal with a breakup. Now, when we're going through a bad breakup or a breakup in itself or something that we didn't want to happen and it's out of our control, key point there, we end up suffering from separation anxiety, depression, loneliness. We all end up with these intense emotions in our heads. And sometimes what's so confusing is that we would go through many breakups and brush it off, but there is always one or two that we have that really affect us deeply, because we've invested so much into it. The structure was there, the foundation was there, the routine was there. And so that really affects us when it's ripped away from us and we're not prepared for it. And so that really plays on our mind. It's out of our control. This will actually crumble us. But how do we actually deal with these emotions, and how can we actually spin this around? Well, that's what I'm going to be talking to you today about. When we go into a breakup and we are devastated from the impact that it's happened to us and we are not in control, we will find ourselves devastated to the point where we have these emotions coming in, as I said, the loneliness, the separation anxiety, and it's hard for us to deal with it, especially when we haven't suffered any of these feelings before, because now you're actually thinking you're going mad and you're vocalizing it to some of your friends, and all their answer is, hey, don't worry about it. There's plenty more fish in the sea, and we don't want to be hearing that, because that's not really helping us out. We need someone who can really understand why we are feeling about this and how can we deal with it. Well, the crucial part of it is when we split up with someone, our brain will tell us to fix the problem, to actually get our ex back. We are going in selfish mode because we're not really thinking about our ex. We just don't want to be feeling anxious. We don't want to be feeling panic. We don't want to be lonely and depressed. We want to fix this problem to really soothe ourselves, and we will do anything. We will bombard them with messages. We will beg, we will plead, and we just want them to turn around and say, okay, we'll give another chance. And as soon as they would say, okay, I'll give it another go, you will find these emotions subside and disappear. Next thing you know, you're making a cup of tea and you're chilled right out. It is the whole fact of not being in control of something that really heightens these emotions and makes us go stir crazy. That is why we need to realize what's going on in our mind. So how can we deal with these emotions? Well, this is what we need to do. We need to stop, and we need to think, and we need to research. So if you've come over to me, then brilliant, and there is a lot of other good coaches out there, so that's good as well, but there is a lot of bad ones as well. But there's nothing we can do about it. We have to just make our own judgment on that. But by listening to these videos and by stopping and researching and understand what is going on in our own minds, that can really help us. Now, I'm going on a different level here. I'm speaking about the emotions and feelings. And you're probably thinking, well, I just want my ex back. But knowing these emotions and feelings will help you get your ex back. Well, why? Well, it's simple. Because these emotions, this panic state you are in, these negative emotions that are entering your brain will affect you to do the wrong things because you are gone in selfish mode. So what do? We chase, we beg, we plead, we become a problem, a burden, a nuisance. We are now that ex who has got a restraining order against us. We are now that ex has created so much drama that we're the talk of the town, okay? And your ex will run a mile because they don't want to deal with them problems. They don't want to deal with a psycho ex, someone who is coming across broken and not in control of their own mind. Even though they did this to us, they didn't mean to make us have these emotions. These are our emotions. This is the result of not getting what we want. We don't like it when we don't get what we want. And that is life. And whether you accept it or not, that is what we're about, unfortunately. So when it's out of our control, then we go a bit mental. And that's simple. So how do we deal with a breakup? Well, dealing with a breakup, in my last videos, you would notice that I said, don't become a problem. And that's one of the main things, because once we deal with our own emotions, we can settle our own emotions down. We take a seat, we breathe in, we research what's going on. And this can really help our mental state, because remember, we're not throwing up our feelings towards our ex. Our ex is thinking that we're okay. We're not okay. We know that. Me and you know that we are not okay, but we want our ex to think that we're okay. We're a bit down, but we're okay. We're not throwing up our emotions on our ex. So we've pulled right back and we are researching and we are dealing with this breakup on our own. Why are we feeling lonely? Why are we feeling anxious? Why are we feeling separation anxiety? Well, it's because we have now been dumped and left, and it's out of our control. And as I said before, this heightens the emotions, it heightens the feelings, and it can really break us down, and it can really send us on a different path, a path that is not going to be healthy for us. So we have to be very, very careful there, guys, because our ex won't come back to us if now we are raging alcoholics, getting in trouble with the old bill all the time. They're not going to come back to anything messy like that. So you've got to remember that sort of stage. But how do we deal with these emotions? As I said, it's researching it. It's knowing exactly how you're feeling. It's talking to people like myself and people on my channel, by talking with them, knowing that we're not alone through this, and listening to these type of videos can help you deal with the anxiety, the separation anxiety, deal with the loneliness, and can actually point you to the right direction, what you should be going towards, to spin this around. And also the main thing is to help you out with these mental health issues, because that's what they are. Your anxiety or your emotions are all over the place, and it really has affected you. So by listening to these type of videos can really soothe your anxiety, guys, and give you hope. And also, it shows that you're not alone through this. There is millions of people going through the same thing as you, through these feelings that you're feeling. So if you are feeling anxious, depressed, lonely, you are on the right channel. All my subscribers are bloody lovely, and they will chip in and speak to you if I can't get there. We're all a community, guys. So have a flick through the videos. Know the content in the videos can really help you out and steer you on the right path. And, hopefully spin it around for you. So yeah, just a quick one for you guys. I just thought I'd do it because the whole situation of now we're isolating ourselves, depending where you are, I don't really know where you are, but it's a tough time for everyone right now, guys, but you just got to remember you're not alone. We're all joining in together on this on these breakups, on these bad times, whatever you're feeling. So until then, guys, you're all beautiful people. I'll see you later.